Hey, what's up? All right, today I want to speak about dealing with nightmare days. So, it's been happening, well, it's always happened, and it's been happening recently where, I've personally had days, and you might have had days as well, where you just feel like throwing in the towel, like you've had enough, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? You'd be better off doing something else, grass is green on the other side, etc., etc. Like days where you're just like, you just can't believe it. Like, I had one client who, what happened? I think just little things like, where, for example, you've got the direct debit set up and, you know, um, and you're in the next set of sessions, essentially. The payment hasn't come out yet. You've written the programs, you've got them all set up, you've booked the times in for them, and essentially they start missing some of the sessions that that are now in the next set of sessions, and then they just cancel the direct debit. Don't give you any notice, and things like that happening, or clients just like not turning up, or just little annoying things that happen throughout the day. It's like a small build up, for example, or maybe someone doesn't show up for assessment, or maybe someone doesn't sign up, or or maybe it's just maybe someone's payment doesn't go through, or maybe again someone cancels. Like, there's loads of little things that can make you really weigh you down and feel like, is this really worth it? And they can really derail you. Like, I remember last year, if you've been following my progress, that's what led to me doing the whole competition thing. I was like, this is not what I want to be doing. And I took 6 months and basically wanted to like stop training, like clients in the gym. I was dreaming of leaving. I was doing my competition, and I almost lost everything. And looking back, what would have been the smartest thing is to just have be more objective. Like, I think number one, you need to have your end goal as well. If your end goal is opening your own gym, you need to figure out how what you're doing now can build towards it. Me personally, I'm going to be open with you. Doing these videos, speaking with you is inspiring me to put my head down and really focus on this. That's a big motivator for me. Is speaking to you, and you sending me messages, and us, me be able to help you, and essentially help myself when I was new to the industry, or first starting out in pure gym. Like, I wish there was someone talking like this. That's why I'm doing this, and that's giving me extra drive. And obviously, you got extra motivation, like for now, like your family, if you got looking after family, your girlfriend, and just responsibility to enjoying your life and having a good quality of life, like living where you live, eating, having food in the fridge, eating well, going out, so you need to really think about the motivations. And essentially that could be really good, having like responsibilities. Like, for example, even if you've got a family, you've got kids, there's no better driver than that to keep you going, and to deal with the bad days. Or if you've got a mortgage, or rent, even anything, if you're living at home, I would suggest you move out, become independent, because it's going to be too easy to quit. I'm telling you, when you've got, if I was younger, living at home, and I had to deal with some of these days, I might have potentially thrown in the towel. But obviously I'm a lot older, responsibilities, so lots to pay for. So there's no choice. After you have a little sulk, or I generally, what I do when I'm feeling down, I'll train. Like, so I had one of these days, nightmare days, the other day, and I trained for longer than I planned. I planned for about a 40-minute session, and I trained for about an hour and 10 probably, just to get myself in the zone, listen to the music, let myself recover. I'm even thinking about other stuff that went wrong. I generally like to block the negatives, put it in the back of my head, so I'm finding it hard to recall it. But as I'm talking about it, more's coming to my head now. But I don't want to really go off too much on the negatives. But yeah, so let me show you how to deal with it. So obviously, train, get yourself in the zone, listen to music. I find music very powerful to change my state, change my mood. Also, you want to focus on the positive. So focus on the good clients, so the clients that treat you well, that you get on with, that are always on time, that always, focus on the clients that are like your ideal client, that that you train for free, essentially, and realize that not everyone is, everyone treats you bad, or everyone, no one's really bad, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got clients that that respect you and that you enjoy training. So just focus on them, just think about them, because you don't want to take them with the same brush as maybe clients that aren't treating you very well, or that are not following the procedures that you set about. Also, if you're working hard enough, these things will iron out. You know, I've had nightmare days one day, like Monday, Tuesday. There's something about Mondays which is really bad. I think maybe people over the weekend, they just, you know, they start having doubts. I don't know what it is. Or they spend too much and then they feel like, oh, I don't want to PT, I don't want to train. I don't know what it is, but I need to really delve into that. But yeah, so for example, Mondays and the start of the weeks can be really bad. And then if you're working hard enough, so you might sign up someone new. Like, for example, I had about maybe 2 or 3 people cancel last weekend, over the weekend, you know, all these surprises in the morning, all these random texts about bad news. And then I signed someone up for 3 months for 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? So if you're working hard enough and, you know, you're really putting the grind in, these things will iron itself out. If you're finding you're just having bad days on bad days, chances are you're not doing enough. And, you know, I feel like, you know, if you're working in a pure gym, your business is always dying. Like, people are always going to be leaving you. I believe, you know, if you're in another gym, like a gym where it's, you know, attracts a more economically comfortable clientele, potentially, so like maybe a gym box or a third space or one of these elite gyms where they, you know, they're charging well over 100 a month, like a Virgin. You might not necessarily have so much, you know, turnover. But, you know, if you're at a pure gym, I believe, you know, essentially, again, you know, people are in economic contraction. You know, a big appeal of the gym is, of a pure gym or the gym group, is the low price. So, you know, you're gonna have to deal with clients coming and going. But yeah, if you're working hard enough, you know, these things will iron out. You know, you should be getting new ones as well. And as long as you're getting more new ones than you're losing, which sounds ridiculous, but yeah, as long as that's the case and you're hungry for every month, then you should be fine. So yeah, keep showing up. You know, if someone, you know, just because someone hasn't turned up to your assessment, or if someone's cancelled or turned up really late, don't assume the next person's going to do the same thing. Or let's say you have a really bad assessment, someone doesn't sign up, you know, don't feel disheartened and feel like the next one's not going to sign up. You know what I'm saying? Every opportunity is a new one. It's a fresh opportunity. You know, one person, one vote, you know, and just keep showing up. You know, show up the next day, show up, do the next class. You know, you might do a class, no one signs up, really bad vibes, you know, really cold, you know, you barely get a clap at the end, you know, people are leaving early. Just show up to the next one. Like, it's a fresh opportunity, start again. Also, stay balanced. Like, I'm quite an emotional, I can be quite emotional person, and obviously running your own business is an emotional journey. Like, you know, lots of highs and lows. You know, one day you're going to conquer the world, the next day, you know, you feel like, you know, you've had enough, you're going to pack it in. So, you know, it's part of being being the boss. You know what I'm saying? It's part of running the show, you know. And, you know, it's just different problems, right? You know, if you work for someone else, you know, you might hate your boss, you might hate having to come in, you might hate having to ask for holidays. Now, look, you're a PT, you're self-employed, you don't have to ask for no holidays. You know, you take time whenever you want, you start your shift when you want, no one tells you what to do. But now you've got new problems. You know, you're dealing with clients now. It's a completely different situation. So you're not like you might have more problems or less problems. You've got different problems, and that's part of being the boss. So you better deal with that. And, you know, you better ride the highs with the lows and the rough with the smooth. It's just part of what it is. So the more balanced you are, if you don't get too carried away by the highs, you don't get too disheartened by the lows, you know, you'll be fine. And as Winston Churchill said, this is my favorite quote. I might even get it tattooed on my body one day. It's, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. So, and that's such an important quote for me. Like, you know, you're gonna have amazing months, you're gonna have terrible months, but just keep going, and, you know, everything will work out all right. So I hope you've liked this one. If you have, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe as well to keep updated, hit the notification bell so you see my videos first. And yeah, hit me up in the comments, email, Insta, and I'll get back to you. I love hearing from you. Have a blessed one. Catch you soon.